welcome back to Rosalia's Corner. My name is Rosalia, and today I'll be Aing your cues. I got it right this time. Cut to when I said it wrong a few times a minute ago. And today I'll be cueing your A's. Wait, no, that wouldn't work. I asked you a bunch of questions. No, I didn't. You asked me questions. What is wrong with me? I asked my followers to send me in some things for me to answer, to react to over on my Instagram, which if you don't follow me over there, by the way, what are you doing? It's at Rosalia_Richie. And whilst you're at it, go follow me on TikTok. It's just at Rosalia Richie. Stay connected with me. I post all the time. So if you want to stay up to date with me, go follow me over there. Let's get into it. I have my little coffee drink. Maybe I'll move to the side a little bit so I can put the questions here-ish. First question. Hello, Rosalia. How are you doing? Tell us about your song inspirations if you're comfortable. Hi. All of my song inspirations are about myself and my life and things I'm passionate about, pretty much. I mean, I see all of my songs as kind of extended diary entries of my life. A good example is 98 Days. I wrote that song about me and my boyfriend and our very first year of dating and being together. Coastline is another very autobiographical song. I wrote it right before I went to move to university. If you listen to the song and you read the lyrics, it's all about my hopes and dreams and hoping that moving away, I get to experience a new lease of life. And if you've listened to the revisited tracks, a lot of those songs extend out from Coastline once I moved to university, what my life realistically was like, and some of it even has callbacks to my other songs. In the past few months, I talk about the cheap wine doesn't taste that great, and that's a direct callback to Coastline. I can't even remember the lyric now, but in the bridge I say something about cheap wine, something, getting drunk on the weekends. I don't know, something in Coastline. The lyric is there. You know it, you love it.
Can't wait to drink cheap wine, and cheap wine doesn't taste that great.
But yeah, a lot of the revisited tracks it's literally just talking about my life. My hometown, I've got a song called Lowestoft, that's where I used to live. There's a lot of location imagery. I talk about Brighton and Bournemouth and East Anglia and North Deans and all these different places that I've kind of trickled through my life. So really, I just talk about me, as self-centered as that is. I'm sure that not everyone that listens to my music has lived my experience. So I hope that I'd write in a way where you were able to relate to it too, in some sort of way, whether you're traveling to a new place for the first time or you're moving house or you're just having some big changes in your life. I think The Lovers and Revisited was all about big changes. First love, big changes. I would also say doubts in yourself and in love and in your relationship, anxiety and doubts and worries whilst you're going through all the new phases of life. But again, a song like Some Imagery I wrote at a point when the whole not all men but all women movement was happening, and that at that point, nothing like that had personally happened to me, but I felt very empowered by a lot of the stories I'd read from women online, and that song came out of there, which I'm pretty sure was the first song I ever wrote for The Lovers. So there you go. Okay, the next question is fave Taylor album and song. Okay, my favorite Taylor Swift album probably has to be The Tortured Poets Department. It's one of my favourite albums she's ever done. I think the lyricism in the album, the storytelling, the visuals, the imagery is so strong. It's one of her strongest. I love that album so much. But my favourite song might have to be You're on Your Own Kid. It's hard because she's got so many amazing songs, but I think You're on Your Own Kid resonates with me really deeply. When I first listened to it the first time, I sobbed, just feel it in the pit of my chest. It feels like a generic answer, but that's one of the songs that I just love so much. What is your favourite colour, food or song? Colour, food or song? Okay, my favourite colour is light blue. I wish I had like an example of it. This kind of blue. It's like a bright sky blue, but also pastel-y. My favourite food, I don't know. I really like iced strawberry matcha. That's a drink, that's not a food. I'm looking around like, is there any food that could inspire me around here? I like my coffee drink. That's a drink again. I like grapes, but only specific type of grapes if they're crunchy. I'm quite a texture gal. I can't say grapes is my favourite and then I'm stuck with a squishy, smushy grape. That's not gonna be very good. I'm just gonna say my favourite food is a strawberry iced matcha. Yeah. And my favourite song, well, we did that one. It's You're on Your Own Kid. All right, next question. Hello, it's Molly. What's your favourite Taylor Swift song? You're on Your Own Kid. I feel like that's getting a bit generic now. So let me give you like another favourite. I Look Through People's Windows. I think it's such a strong song. It deserves its flowers way more. Whether it's like my second favourite song, I don't know. I also love The Black Dog. But I Look Through People's Windows. Every time I listen to it, I'm just like, do 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 It's great. Who was your first real supporter? I actually know this. If I can find the TikTok, I will insert it here. I don't know if this person still follows me. Maybe they do. But this was the first person I noticed that I was like, oh yeah, you are my first fan, officially. Next question. Who's your favorite boyfriend? Okay, Chris sent me that. Who is my boyfriend? My favorite boyfriend is my only boyfriend. There he is. He's the only boyfriend I've ever had. First and only. Locked it in real solid from day one. Can you show us the cardigans you got in the holiday drop? You can see it. You can see it now. I got this one. And I also got the folklore cardigan. God, I'm really not prepared. It's in my bedroom. I'll put the TikTok here of when I first got it. You can see me showing it off. They're lovely cardigans. I think this red cardigan is my favorite I've ever gotten. I know it's not like the original red that she released. It's like a redo. But the quality is so good. Though, I don't know what I do to cardigans, but it's gone bubbly already. So, it's fine. What's your opinion on The Life of a Showgirl? I love it, Joe. Hi, Joe. It's a fine album. I should say it with a bit more enthusiasm. I've got one of the vinyls here. I'm just wrecking my entire vinyl collection. I've got Shiny Bug. Also have the Bubbles in Champagne one over there. You can see the vinyl is green, it's cute. I think Tortured Poets was such a high bar for it to pass that Showgirl doesn't really reach that high in my rankings, and I'm not saying I hate it, because I will forever enjoy anything Taylor releases. I love her writing. For me, I just don't think it's my album. I just don't think I'm a pop girly, per se. Somewhere between Tortured Poets, Evermore, Speak Now, Red. They have a bit of a chokehold on me. So Showgirl, I think is a great 12-track album. I think she chose all the tracks very well. I think it's very cohesive. I think my favorite song is probably Ruin the Friendship, but not the one on the album, the one on the acoustic version that she released. I love that song so much. I think it sounds great acoustic. Ophelia is like catchy in my head. Wishlist is very catchy. I'm singing that all the time. If I had to rank all the albums, Showgirl's probably lower down on the list, but I don't hate it. I just love loads of other ones way more. What's your favorite sport? I don't have a favorite sport. I don't really do sport. I don't watch sport either. I'm the wrong person to ask. Next. I don't know what this question is asking me. And something, do you want to make music? I do want to make music. I do make music, and I want to continue to make music. I'm assuming that's what your question is, if I'll make more music in the future. I'm currently trying to work on my second album. I say work on it, bare bones, like figuring out what the track list could be and what the vibe and the sound of it is, which I think I've got a good idea. Trying to imagine what the photography and the album artwork could be and the whole world of it. Trying to imagine what is Rosalia Ritchie 2? What is the second album? I'm an album girly. I want to do my like 13 track album. That's what The Lovers Revisited ended up being. And who knows what other projects could be, but definitely, yeah. I want to make a full body of work. That's what I love doing. Where did the name Cheese come from? Is it because he looks like cheese? Not quite. There was a day that I decided I really want a cat. I really want a pet. I had this list in my phone. Chris was kind of looking at some cats, or he was coming up with the names. I don't know. We were next to each other, and I had like my notes app open on my phone, and I was just writing down names that I like. And it was getting to a point where I was like just saying random stuff. Put a screenshot of the list here, and Cheese was quite low down on it. And that's when my boyfriend, I think he said it just ironically. He was like, Cheese, and I was like, I think you're onto something. And he was like, I'm kidding. I was like, we're looking for a cheese. That's when we were on the, I don't know, whatever it was, the like rehoming website for cats or whatever. And I was like, which of these cats look like a cheese? And I would just scroll and I was like, cheese, no, cheese, no, cheese, no. And Cheese originally came from a place in London, almost 2 hours away from where I live, because I saw him and I was like, oh my God, that's Cheese. I'm gonna put a photo of what he looked like in the listing. And my heart melted. And I was like, that one's Cheese. And that's basically how it happened. I was looking for a cheese. And then when we got there and then the guy was like, oh, his birthday's on the 4th of July. I was like, so's mine. And I was like, okay, I was looking for a cheese. He looks like a cheese and his birthday is also my birthday. What a weird coincidence. Tick. And we got him. This question isn't actually a question, it's just a photo that says, boy, go hop. I don't think many of you here will even know that reference. But ages ago, I did a TikTok I'll put here. And then I was waiting at the train going to uni last year or the year before, I can't remember. And the seagull had like only one leg and he was just hopping. And I think I put a comment being like, boy goes hop in the comments or something. And one of you lovely people somehow managed to find that video a year or two later. Now we have this meme. So thanks for that. Whatever you put on the internet stays there forever. This is really cute. This isn't a question either, but this is two of my lovely followers who made friends through me, through the internet, and they were coming up with questions together. You're so sweet. I love you guys. I'm so glad I found you and you found me and you found each other. This is a really interesting question. What's a song you've written that you don't think you'll be able to release and why? I guess the easiest answer for this would be anything I've written pre the Lovers era. You know, I've written so many songs when I was a teenager and I've written so many albums before the Lovers that I don't think will ever see the light of day, but mainly because they don't need to. I think it's impossible to be able to release every single song you've ever written. It's the same way that I don't think a person can release every single piece of art or anything creative they've ever done, because sometimes there's duds, sometimes things just shouldn't make the cut because they're not good enough. When you're young, you write a lot of stuff and not all of it is good. There were songs on the Lovers that didn't make the cut, and that's purely because I think I wrote one about COVID, but it didn't feel like it fit the theme of the album, to be honest, and it was in COVID era and it was just like, I don't know, it just didn't fit the vibe and it wasn't that good anyway. So it's just things that I want an album to be cohesive. If lyrically the story doesn't really fit, it doesn't feel worth it, I won't bother. Okay, here's a fun question to end it on. One more from Willow. Thanks, Willow. What masterpiece of a video are you making? A nice vlog. If you're watching this because you found me on YouTube, you're not gonna have a clue what that means. I've been trying to make my YouTube come back for a really long time, and I started filming this day in a life vlog a couple weeks ago, just being like a week in my life, doing some things, going to uni, doing some song things, and that was all it was. And then the video kind of took a turn where I wanted it to be more about my process of doing my songs for uni, and the songs never got finished, or they're not finished as of right now. They still need mixing and mastering and stuff. And I don't know, I couldn't really finish the vlog because the final clip is just me going, this is going to be a long work in progress video, I think. That's fine. We're figuring it out. And now I think I'm just going to change the direction of the video a little bit, so it's more of the process of doing songs for uni and doing a song and harmonies and just the behind the scenes of that. I wouldn't say it's a masterpiece. It's just, I thought the songs were going to be done way quicker than they have been. But yeah, that's why that's taking so long. So you never know, that could come out next week, but it could be the week after, but I've got no idea. Cool. Oh, okay. Those are the questions that you guys asked me. I had so many to go through, so if you appeared in this video, thank you. I love you so much. Thank you for supporting my music journey and for caring enough that you want to ask questions to me, and I love talking to you, and yeah, I just love engaging with you. Hopefully this is the rebirth of Rosalia's Corner, so I'm gonna try post consistently. She says this every time and then she fails, but we're trying again. I would like to hope there's a video next Sunday. I would like it to really be this music thing that I'm working on. If not, I've got other ideas in the back of my head, so don't you worry. I'm gonna try do this thing. I'm gonna try do it. I want to do it. And hey, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, all the lovely things. I love growing my fan base and growing my community, so if you are new, stick around. I'm fun, I promise. These people who've all left questions can probably vouch for me. I just love you so much. I hope you have a great the rest of your day with whatever you're doing, day, night, whatever, and I will see you another time. Thanks for watching. Bye!